from the very first episode. This opens up with some amazing action.
Buck, I have a plan.
Here we go again, huh?
We've been running hard on the...
It's like, man, Disney better watch how they spend this money because people ain't gonna want to go to the theaters after this.
I know.
Why should I go there when I got something here?
I know.
Hey everyone, support our Patreon, which helps us to continue bringing you our live streams, videos, and podcasts while bringing you new content such as exclusive live streams and animated shorts. Boy, there's a lot of people out there talking about why did Captain America get this black man this shield? He don't know what to do with it.
He don't know what to do with it.
He out there playing frisbee golf with it, hitting trees with it and everything. You know this nigga don't even know what to do with this. He probably eating off of it too. Why they get this man this shield right here? He should have get it to a good white dude who knows what to do with it.
Well, at least he didn't turn it into a hubcap.
Hey, make rims out of it. It's about 20 inches, right? Give it time, man. Yeah, folks, we got one episode of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Mm-hmm. You know, because this guy is soon, I guess, at some point is going to be Captain America, but you got to learn how to use this shit first.
He's got to learn how to use the shield. He's got to find his nuts.
Yeah, man. So before that, he's still the Falcon. And this is coming off the heels of Disney's last Marvel series, sure. WandaVision. So a lot of people have been looking forward to this one. And even though they're different shows, there's a lot riding on this, man. A lot of people have put some high expectations on that.
Well, that's the thing. When everybody's so in love with WandaVision and all the theories and all, now you come in next, they're like, all right, what you got? What can I theorize about?
I know.
Like, I'm just a straight action, maybe a little bit political show.
Yeah, no, that is truly it, man. Yeah, don't go in here trying to look for no details or anything, man. This is a completely different show, but that don't matter, man. You know, once you ride on the heels of a successful show, you know, and as if this man ain't got enough pressure with this shield right here.
Right.
He got enough pressure with Captain America giving him this.
Trying to live up to those shoes.
Yeah, and now I got to live up to Wanda too. God damn, boy, why y'all just let me
Black man can't catch a break.
Let me do me. Is it going to live up to the Marvel quality standard that they set?
That's what it has to do.
That WandaVision has some money in it. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people looking at this and saying, you know what? If you're not going to be living up to the whole thing of people trying to have fun with this, looking up theories and whatnot, can you live up to the quality of the production that we had? And even though it's different, can you live up to the storytelling? Let's go ahead and take a look at this trailer, the latest, and they say the final trailer before the show comes out, which comes out in a few hours right now.
Yeah.
About 24 hours from now, at least at the time that we're recording this, we'll comment on the first episode. That's all we saw.
Right.
That's all we saw. And, you know,
it's only 6 episodes.
It's only 6 episodes, so you can't do this whole thing where it's like, well, you can't judge them about one episode. If you only got 6 episodes, you better get it right on the first one because you ain't got too much to work with right after that. Does it do that? Let's go ahead and take a look at what they say is the final trailer for Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and we'll be back with our review.
It feels like it belongs to someone else.
That shield represents a lot of things to a lot of people.
Like as if I ain't got enough pressure.
Here, do you want it? No, I just want to test you.
They like two chicks arguing over the same dude.
Oh, exactly.
Already.
Oh, yeah. They've been like that in every movie, the two of them.
They really have.
In Civil War, that's how they work.
That's my man. That's my man.
Well, I knew him first. Well, I knew him most.
It's more complicated now.
I was like, God damn, for real? The new white dude gets a big parade.
He gets
and
some
fireworks.
dap, man. He got, I'm going to tell you something. The new white Captain America got more respect from black people than Falcon ever did. Look at this. Yeah, baby, shit. Fuck that Falcon, right? That nigga ain't shit, right? Should have never had that fuck goddamn shit in the first place. Yeah.
It's the shield's back home where it belongs.
In white hands.
The world's more complicated now.
fool was like, where the hell you going? That motherfucker, he really thought he was going somewhere. He really thought he was about to do something. That fool sat on the sidelines waiting to just get ready to go in there and do something and didn't do shit.
We look damn good, though.
Sam and Bucky, they're not even together yet.
Yeah, they don't share any scenes.
Yeah, they haven't even had time to like develop any sexual tension yet. You know, they haven't even met each other yet.
Right.
In this first episode, there's some other things that people are looking forward to that we haven't gotten to yet, which is cool because you know we have a lot to look forward to. Baron Zemo. He's Baron Zemo. Baron Zemo hasn't made an appearance yet.
Right.
Even though a lot of people are looking forward to this character because Baron Zemo is from Civil War, except he didn't have the iconic mask that he has in the comics, which will be obviously appearing here somewhere. So that hasn't come up yet. What you do have, that you have already seen some examples of, is that, man, this opens up from the get-go, from the very first episode. This opens up with some amazing action.
Buck, I have a plan.
Here we go again, huh?
We've been running hard on the.
It's like, man, Disney better watch how they spend this money because people ain't gonna want to go to the theaters after this.
I know.
Why should I go there when I got something here?
I know. That is the thing where if Kevin Feige is distinguishing these shows from Netflix in no other way, it is in how much money they're willing to spend to make stuff look good.
Oh, hell yeah.
And yeah, this doesn't have superpowers like WandaVision, but it makes up for it in what they spend on making just good quality stunts.
It's amazing, man, what they done here. Even when they had the money to spend something on television back in the day, people like, don't do that shit. They have a reason to go to the movies.
Exactly.
You better make that look cheap as hell. No, we're entering a new stage, man. We're entering a new phase of life where streaming is now just as valuable as the theater.
Well, you know, it's in the last few years, people kind of recognized that, like, man, television's a lot more enjoyable than movies.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you're spending time and stories are getting developed and I'm hooked on the characters.
Yeah, and when Disney ain't trying to do some bullshit thing like charge me $30 for a movie, it's actually kind of cheaper. You know, it's more economical. So,
but yeah, this opens with an incredible action stunt scene, and it quickly establishes, like, it shuts down anybody who goes like, well, what's the big deal about the Falcon? He's just a guy who can fly.
oh no, he's got skills, man.
Yeah.
He can flip. You know, he can
But
jump up
it just
in
shows
the
like how versatile those wings are.
well, how versatile the wings are, and just how good his fighting skills
Yeah.
are too. You know, he knows he has mastered the technology of what he has with those wings there, but his fighting skills are on par too, man. There's a reason why he says, shit, there's a reason why I'm on the Avengers, man. Just because I got on these metal wings right there. Yeah, like I can keep up with everybody else too. In context, this is pushing the PG-13 rating for Disney Plus.
Oh, that's right.
They
yeah.
kill a lot of people at the beginning
Yeah,
of this, man.
yeah.
They're constantly doing things to people like, well, you look at that and like, they ain't coming back from that.
Yeah, this ain't G.I. Joe where a helicopter blows up and somebody's floating down with a parachute.
No, there's a lot of action. And they push the language for Disney Plus too.
True.
There's a lot of times they say, I ain't about that shit, or I'm not doing that shit, or you
Yeah.
get your shit together. You
Yeah.
know, there's a lot that they push here to really appeal to the more mature audience on Disney Plus. And they're doing that because they know the tone of this of what this show is like. This is a show that did appeal to a more mature audience because it's taken on the tone of, and for people who are wondering, yes, it is very much like Captain America: Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Captain, to build a better world sometimes means tearing the old one down.
Only difference I would say is where Captain America: Winter Soldier, that had more of a spy espionage feel to it. This one has more of a military feel to it. There's a slight feel of some espionage going on and whatnot. They got reconnaissance in other countries going on and whatnot.
Well, I don't know. I think the spy element. Well, I guess I see what you're saying. It's not so much spy, but it is political.
It's political. Yeah, it's political, and there's a big military presence there.
Yeah.
Like they make it clear that Sam Wilson, the Falcon, he's working off of a lot of government contracts.
The criminal organization known as LAF is targeting Captain Vasant. First Lieutenant Torres, our intel officer, will be helping on the ground.
I'm tired of your shit.
Yeah, I know. Tell your story, Walker.
Bitch, I'm an Avenger.
This ain't my first time.
you a grunt. Bitch, I hung out with Thor and Iron Man. What are you doing? This also takes on the tone of another thing that we saw recently that makes superheroes feel a lot more real, a lot more relatable.
When we were dreaming about having a family, it didn't look like this, did it? Parents gone too soon.
This is Superman and Lois, because if you've watched this, you'll see that what makes this cool is that it's Superman, but it ain't about Superman fighting crime. It ain't about Superman flying all over the place and looking cool. It's about Superman having problems like we have.
And they're both about superheroes who aren't rich.
Why'd you move the family here? Still looking for the simple life? Because those days are gone, Clark. Long gone.
You know, Superman got problems and the rest of our lives ain't shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the only hope you had was when, man, well, you know, one day maybe I'll be like Superman. It's like, yeah, well, you still got to pay bills. Damn, I do.
Yeah. Your mortgage is still underwater.
Your wife is still going to get on your goddamn nerves. Your kids going to get on your nerves. You know.
Your father-in-law hates you.
Yeah. You know, this episode in particular showed that, hey, you know what? Unless you're a billionaire or unless you're a godly prince from another realm, don't nobody give a fuck about you.
Right.
There's so many people who are like, oh, you're the Falcon. It even takes some people like, oh, I've seen you somewhere before. Hey, you washed my car one time or something.
Oh,
you know?
you played for LSU, right?
Yeah. You're like, oh, the Falcon. Yeah, that's cool. Hey, can I get a selfie? You know, everybody be like, oh my God, Mrs. Stark. They're like, oh, Falcon, cool. Can I get a picture for you for my son? You know, people don't care. Mm-hmm. You know, it's people don't give a fuck if you're an Avenger. Like I said, unless you got $1 billion or, you know, you got a big ass hammer or you're the Hulk. Because the Hulk will beat the shit out of you.
Sure. And when you have money problems, maybe there was a time when you could have gone, hey, Tony, can you loan a brother some money? Ain't no more Tony Stark.
No, ain't no more Tony Stark. Ain't no more Tony's tab out there.
Yeah, right.
Can't get no more Tony bucks. Hey, you know, they apparently being an Avenger. This is really, if there's anything groundbreaking about this, being an Avenger doesn't pay well at all. Is what they say.
Right.
You got to have money before you get into the Avengers.
Yeah. No, it's like when you send your kids to baseball camp. It's not like, oh, it's just camp. You got to pay hundreds, if not thousands of dollars for that.
Being an Avenger is like being in the Salvation Army. You know, they depend on donations. They even said, man, we get by. He didn't want to say donations. Like we get by with the faith of the people out there.
Right.
Like, bitch, you broke.
Right. Yeah. That's it reminded me of celebrities who are famous but don't have money. They get by because a lot of people will give them things.
Yes.
But when it comes to their actual bank accounts, not so much.
No, not so much, man. You know what? Looking at this, it was great to see that there's this other life outside of the Avengers that we finally get to see.
Yeah, I'm always wondering with every one of these things, like, what's the day-to-day like? And I've always felt like they kind of gave me that, but here they really break it down.
Oh, they really do, man, because I don't want to give too many details away because there's a lot you need to see. All I will say is that Sam, the Falcon, gets to reconnect with some old relatives, and things aren't going well.
He's like a vet coming home from the war.
Wow, that's a great way of putting that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's struggling, family's struggling, and he ain't got no money to give them. Mm-mm. I mean, he can try to help them, but he can't reach into, you know, he ain't got like an Avengers account,
right,
that he can go and help people with.
This is also another show that is, I mean, as we see, this is going to keep happening, where they acknowledge, you know, the blip, as they call it, because some of the problems are like, you're gone for 5 years.
But what they show with the blip now in between, because what they're showing you with the trailer is they're showing you all the action, but really what's making this is like you said, the day-to-day life, showing you what these people do when they're not doing superhero stuff. That's what makes these so cool. That's what makes this. That's why the Superman show we showed you. That's why Marvel with this new cinematic universe. It's not because they're giving you just spectacle and special effects. It's because they're showing you them as humans are at least relatable with some human traits. And they show with the blip. how the blip really messed things up. And not how the blip affected people, messed things up. The blip went out there and it messed people's families up. It messed their lives up. It messed up their credit.
Yep.
I love that when they showed that, man. And this is one of the things that we said they have to like make this something that is complicated. This isn't something that we can gloss over and it's
like,
back to super business, superhero business as usual.
Yeah.
And they do that wonderfully, man. Here, I love what they're doing with this, man. This ends on a great cliffhanger too, as if Sam doesn't have enough problems. Because in addition to Sam having problems,
he made me mad. I mean, everybody's gonna be on his ass about it, but I was like, "Come on, brother, see what you did."
Yeah, man, he's got a whole set of new complications, man. This is on a cliffhanger where it's like, why? Yeah, man, just you had it right. Fuck.
Now you know that was not what the purpose of that.
Yeah.
That's the last thing that person wanted you to do.
It's a great cliffhanger that they end this on. But in addition to Sam, the Falcon, Bucky, we're talking about how this has messed up people out there. We center on Bucky. Bucky's mind is just gone. Bucky's in therapy.
Heavy PTSD.
Not doing well at all. He's at his therapy sessions, man, and he's giving his therapist a hard time. And you're like, man, why don't you stop being a bitch and just cooperate? They're trying to help you. But then I'm going to tell you something. In addition to what Sam has to go through with this whole thing, with his conflicting feelings on being Captain America or who and what Captain America is, once you see what Bucky's going through, and you think Bucky's just being difficult, once you see what really happens with him, you're like, damn, that's a rough situation, man.
Yeah.
That's a hard situation, man. Anybody who remembers what Bucky Barnes, what's his first name?
James.
Yeah. If you remember what this man has gone through, this man having been programmed to kill against his will, having these nightmares, this PTSD that goes on, having to reconcile with stuff horrible things that he's done that it wasn't him that did it.
On top of that, he's been frozen and thawed and frozen for over 100 years. So the last memories of him just having a normal life were 100 years ago.
So when he goes out on a date and the chick asks him, how old are you? He's like, I'm 108 years old.
Yeah.
And I don't care if you, look, he's an extremely handsome man, but that'll throw a motherfucker off.
Right?
Real quick. They're like, does your shit still work?
I don't know.
Yeah. This is what's going to make this great if they follow through. Them having problems that we relate to, them having problems as a result of what they've been, and them not taking the approach to some of these situations and not taking the easy way out of them. There are some difficult things that they have to confront. And while this is Marvel, we know that they have to keep going. Things will work out well eventually, but there's no easy way out of them.
Yeah. Also, some domestic extreme racist terrorists organizations they got to.
Yeah, and that's another thing that they tease here in this first episode. They really do, man. They do a lot in 40 minutes. This is not the 20 minutes like WandaVision was. These are like 45 minutes, 43 minutes.
Yeah, it's funny because it's longer, but with so much stuff happening, it still felt like shit. It's over.
Yeah. It went by quick because they set up so much. In addition to what these guys are going through, in addition to the Captain America situation, in addition to having all these missions to go on, these political and military missions to go on, financial problems at the house, they also have to deal with this terrorist group that's out there that they know nothing about. We know nothing about. We don't know their motivation. So we're going to find out what's happening with that. If there's anything I'm worried about is that maybe there's going to be too much going on. But they can handle it like they did in this. Look, there are several plates that they're spinning in this one episode, and they handle it all well.
And really, this first episode, it seems to be mostly set up.
It does. So I'm very confident that they'll be able to do this. The only thing is, put everything aside from what you walked out of with WandaVision. WandaVision was a great show.
It's twilight time.
Oh, this is gonna be a gas.
That was a different show. That was a completely different show. They were dealing with different themes. This is more of WandaVision was something where they started to introduce magic. They're playing with a different format. There's so many theories in there. Don't come here with that theory shit. That's one of
haven't y'all learned anything?
That's one of the things about this show is like you're not gonna, we don't have to listen to people getting mad or talking about what's gonna happen and how to come. My predictions didn't happen. This is a straightforward action show in a way. There are some predictions that you might have or some theories as to who this character might be. Mm-hmm. Is this something from the comics that might be in this show? But we ain't gonna be looking at numbers,
right?
And symbols and shit to find out, is there something secret going on? Is there a witch that's hanging out with the Falcon and Winter Soldier? No, it's nothing like that, man.
Save that for Loki.
Yeah. You might have that with Loki, but that's not going to happen here. This is something completely different. And what you have to enjoy it for, you have to come in with the frame of mind that this is an action show. Have fun with this, with the action, and enjoy it for the cliffhangers that they're going to be teasing at the end of it. Because they did it like this, it's going to be really cool to see where all this stuff leads to later on. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I enjoyed this, man. Like I said, I don't want to compare this to WandaVision and say I like this better, I like it less, because they're two different things.
They're very different.
But will I say it's just as good in a different way? Hell yeah, man. This is a full price as far as this episode goes, and I hope they can keep up what they did here.
It's everything I had hoped an episode like this would be, where it sets so many things up, but with a tone that's like, all right, you're very serious. It's picking up that same Winter Soldier, Captain America and Winter Soldier vibe, and can only go up from, well, not only go up from here, but just great things. Matter of fact, I was getting excited, going like, oh yeah, it's gonna be on in 24 hours.
We already saw. That's the bad thing that we have to do with this. We gotta wait, like all the other peasants out there. You know what?
I'll probably watch it again though.
At least they didn't do it like Wanda. Remember when they gave us 3 episodes and we were sitting up here for 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Where Wanda?
Right.
Man, I know that bitch in there. Where Wanda? Wanda! I know you in there. I know you in there. No, it ain't like that, man. At least we got 1 week to wait.
That's true.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.